agriculture, the sturdy, substantial backbone of India. Hard work and toil invested in land, reaping benefits for all. Millions work hard harvesting energy and sweat to feed billions. But in the tussle and fight for space between the urban and the rural, farmers are often ignored. Can a startup bridge the gap between the farmers and their urban markets through sustainable supply chains?
A startup that aims to empower the farmers of India. A startup that can connect smallholder tea farmers and help them explore their market potential. A startup that focuses on the backbone of the Indian economy, agriculture, and even try and bring some organization into the traditional farming market in India. This is CropConnect, a startup that acts as an intermediary between farmers and urban businesses looking for traditional and healthy food products. And we'll find out how.
Today, people are eating things like quinoa, which is being imported into India. But if you go into the rural parts of India, and that's what we discovered through our journey across 20 states and 70,000 kilometers, is that there are a lot of farmers growing very interesting indigenous products. Farmers are growing things like amaranth and millets, local herbs, spices, varieties of rice. We have over 100,000 varieties of rice in this country. And consumers don't have access to these products. And that's what we stand for as CropConnect. We view ourselves as a catalyst that connects, the Bharat with India.
Bharat and India. Can the twain ever meet? Well, these two founders aim to achieve this very lofty goal by creating sustainable supply chains that will benefit all the participants in the value chain. Our first founder, Puneet Jhajaria, has extensive experience working with small businesses in the agricultural and artisan sectors. And marching forth with him in this big mission is a founder who has operational experience in building sustainable supply chains that link corporations to local farmers. This is Ishara Mehta. Together, the two work closely with farmers and urban businesses to understand the sourcing requirements of buyers looking for quality agricultural products and work with farmer groups to meet them. While we admire their goals, we have a few questions. Is the market that CropConnect is targeting very niche? Can startups in the agriculture sector actually change the condition of farmers in India? Has CropConnect cracked the pricing model and is it making profits?
So we're definitely making revenues. So if a 6-month-old startup starts becoming profitable, I think it would be a huge thing. No, we are not profitable right now. I don't think we would be profitable right now because we want to invest a lot more in the brand building in the back end. But as we scale up, economies of scale will kick in, and that's when we will start making money. We do make gross margins, but yes, net margins are not there right now for us.
CropConnect claims to provide high-quality ingredients made from farm produce sourced directly from farmers and manufactures nutraceutical ingredients. The startup uses a network of partners and farmer linkages to create accurate, customized demand supply chains and even trains farmer-producer organizations to work on sustainable models. And that's not all. CropConnect also has some interesting products to showcase.
So this is our Himalayan holiday box where we curated products from the state of Uttarakhand. And I'll tell you something about some of the products. So this is rock salt, which is combined with garlic and infused with garlic and some herbs. This is something we are very proud of because it's a homegrown creation in partnership with a farm in Uttarakhand. So that's one of the products. This chocolate that we made in partnership with a bakery in Delhi, where we supplied the bakery with red rice puffs. And the bakery has made it into dark chocolate.
The other products, I think one of my favorite products actually is this Munsiari Rajma. And the good thing about this Rajma is it actually cooks very, very quickly, and it's got a very different flavor to it also. And one thing that we research is this herb called Gandhyani. And the reason we have this with the Rajma is because Rajma actually causes flatulence. And this herb, when Rajma is cooked with that, actually stops that. The other product which is actually most consumers have really liked is chamomile tea, which we've also sourced from one of our partners. And the good thing about this chamomile tea is actually you can actually see the chamomile flowers out there. And the other thing obviously that's important to us is, apart from just products, we want to provide consumers with an experience. And what this experience means to us is, apart from just the product, you will get information about the product. How do you use this product, right? So we've actually got recipes in there. We've got nutrition information about them. How does it impact your health? And then lastly, where is it sourced from? Because for us, that farmer to consumer connect is important. So there's information about our partners and where that product is sourced from. So that is what curates the entire experience for us at the end of the day.
While providing an experience to the consumer and empowering India's farmers by connecting them to urban consumers can't be easy. So we decided to go meet the founders in the habitat that is at the heart of their startup, a farm. Their products are unique, but what about their business model? We'll find out.
But is the market that CropConnect is targeting very niche?
Reality, it is a niche, but it shouldn't be a niche. Because, we need food to survive. And what we're trying to do through Original Indian Table is revive the traditional food, eating and wellness experience for customers, where customers know where their product is from, who is the farmer who's grown it, why you should eat it, how you should eat it, and in which season you should eat it.
What does Original Indian Table offer customers that they can't get from, let's say, Patanjali or even Wingreens or Fab India for that matter?
The main difference of what we are offering is we are identifying very traditional or indigenous products which are hard to find. So yes, a Fab India does sell a millet, you can go and find it. But Fab India, because of the scale they're at, they probably need certain quantities, or same for Patanjali. Because we're a startup, we can find out these really, low volume products as well, which are smaller in quantity but unusual, things like black rice or bhang jeera from Uttarakhand, or even like this gandrayani herb we got to mix with rajma and cook because it reduces the gas in rajma. But to buy that in huge quantities is not possible today. It doesn't grow in that quantity. And that's where we feel we are different as a startup, because we can bring these products to market, to customers who want them.
These founders are making the most of India's agrarian economy to make their startup bulletproof. A mission they may just accomplish if they crack the pricing.
So startup is an iterative process, right? We couldn't keep learning, but for now I think we've cracked the pricing model. For us right now, we benchmark our prices to competition or to what's there in the market. We source stuff from farmers directly, which means that we definitely have some inefficiency of scale, but as we scale up, I think we will see the returns come to us.
Our first mentor today is Swaran Sehgal. Partner at Grant Thornton India, Swaran comes with a rich experience in enterprise behavior and organizational dynamics and has facilitated various top management workshops. Meet Abhinav Mathur, the former Chief of Strategy and Technology at Spice Global, who has recently started Log Times, an app that provides trending news, interest-driven stories and articles. He is known to be outspoken and doesn't mince his words. He has a keen eye when it comes to spotting startups and is known to give many founders a reality check.
What strikes about CropConnect is their social purpose, and that's very important for an organization, especially for a startup. Obviously, both the founders have great credentials from Harvard and from Goldman Sachs. There are specific dates on which you can order and it'll come. We live in a very dynamic world. We live in a very flexible world. Everything is on mobile phone. People like to invest to see how it's going to grow. And the growth model comes when it's easy for the end users to buy it and to deliver it without minimal human interaction.
So CropConnect is an interesting startup. However, it still appeals, in my view, to a hobbyist rather than becoming a general case for households in India. So that's a challenge, and if they can change that, they can definitely become a billion-dollar company.
Search engine optimization, or SEO. Now, while most of us might know some hidden tricks of this trade, it can be a very confusing subject for most companies and, of course, for startups. So we decided to break it down for you, and we went and asked an expert for a beginner's guide to search engine optimization to make sure that your startup website gets plenty of traffic. So here are the 3 commandments.
The first commandment is on-page search engine optimization. So what do I mean by on-page? Anything that goes on the page itself. It's simple. So first thing you need to do is you need to ensure you research your keywords well and ensure they're used on the page, right? Now this means content is king. It's not only king, it's king, queen, and the entire chess set. So what this means is the content should be unique. It should be high quality. You should spend time researching the content to ensure it's useful for the user. Ensure there are no spelling mistakes. The grammar used is A1. Next, we move into the second commandment, right? The second commandment is technical SEO. This is anything that's code and server related. So within this, what we need to do is we need to ensure that your performance of your website is fast, right? You need to ensure that you use a dedicated server if you really want it to be super fast. Your code should be clean. It should be well written. The 404 pages should be there, which is when if someone comes to your site and mistypes the URL, etc., then you should get a proper customized 404 page and not something that says, hey, page not found. Ensure you use XML sitemaps. One of the most important things from a technical SEO perspective is the silo site architecture. It's just like you would appoint an architect to design a house. In the similar way, you need to have a silo site architecture. So those are some of the things that go into technical SEO. The third commandment of search engine optimization is links. Think of them as votes. And this is what Google used to fundamentally change the search engine landscape back in the early 2000s. So basically what links do, it's like a vote to your website from another website.